Do-do. Good morning. The intro always gets me singing for some reason. How you doing, Cawffee? You still here? Comes and beggars. Good morning. Oh, smearing a cowboy. I don't have a fishing report, man. I could have used your bait yesterday, I think. Oh, there you are. We were just asking about you. Hope all is well, bro. Yeah, that's a great avatar. Morning. The countdown. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast! Like you came in on. Oopsie.
Oh.
That's right. You can himself up here.
Whoa! Hey, buddy.
But you were like the very last second, like, boom. You were
here. We wondered about you. I figured you pulling a Ray Gregory.
And then
right, that is.
He said you're probably tired of seeing our faces in the morning. How you doing, Sick? Good.
What's up?
Hey, Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
What's up?
What's up? I know, right?
Ray Gregory.
Oh,
come on.
he was supposed to send my link. I already sent it. I sent it. I did. Do. Check your email.
Let's see.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Cawffee, Rob, Cowboy.
Yeah.
Smyrna.
Guns and baggers. Just want to get my good mornings in.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Yeah, Cawffee, real quick. Hey, Rob, how you doing, man? What's the real name? It's coming to Carrie. Yeah. Woo, took a second.
Muted?
No, it's to the to your email. You have to transfer it, I guess, to your phone from you. Just answer your email on your phone, and then it'll be on your phone.
Ooh, coffee code.
Voila. Yes. Yeah. In StreamYard, they give you like a mass. You can do everybody right on the email. It's real convenient and pop them out there. And every time I hook my phone up to my computer, then like when I start talking or get a phone call, it gets all jacked up. And it's like, I don't like it being hooked up to my computer. It was convenient for a while. And then what sucks about it is when you have it hooked up even if somebody sends you a picture, you can't do nothing with it. You still have to go to your actual phone, upload it to a cloud. And so it's like, it's really not that convenient. Bummer, huh? What is it, Tuesday? Anybody do anything fun this weekend? I know it's already past Monday, but yesterday I went out fishing while I was on six Live yesterday, and that was kind of a bust. But I caught some baby geese out there, and springtime, everything's coming alive, so they were fun. It was a nice day.
Yeah, I had a ride Saturday over to the Top Dog, but I don't think I filmed any of it.
No email, huh? Well,
we had thunderstorms and rain most of the day.
Let's see.
It's supposed to be here about 1 o'clock.
Looking fob. Hang on, man.
But I think it's going north of Atlanta.
Yeah, it looked like it's sliding on up to the north.
Yeah.
Look at this. Right there, it says sent. Boom, boom, boom. So maybe it just ain't got there yet. It should be instant. Right there.
Good morning, Connie.
It's to the...
I was there, Sterling.
It's at the Yahoo one, Matt B one. I didn't want to say the whole word out, so in case it's private.
I was late for everything this morning.
Oh, that's all right, man. Present. Yeah, you do better than I do, Sterling. Good Lord. I can't believe the amount of content you're getting out while being out on the road.
Yeah.
Kudos, man.
Pretty impressive, to be honest.
It really is. And you look at the new
Morning.
channel already, it's loaded. Go ahead, Mac.
I just said morning to Rob over there. Rob's neighbor.
He's got to be really good at editing.
Thunder and rain here today. We're supposed to have some like around 7, so it is a little overcasty right now.
You guys keep on talking like that. It's never going to get nice out.
It's beautiful, though. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's done changed for us. It done went from 12 to 4 p.m.
Oh, rain forecast, yeah.
Yeah, but only 4 to 7.
Oh
So
my
we
God.
might not get any.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's usually you, Ray, doing the
Yeah,
yawn.
I know it.
You know. Oh. Yeah, good morning, Connie. How are you? How are you?
Sterling.
Do you know who that is? That's kind of new in the
Truck
room there, Mac. As we know who Connie is.
I've seen the name before.
Seen the name before. Oh, hope you're good-hearted. You just
I remember the day she was born.
Wounded. Sorry.
I might have gotten up at 4, Cowboy. Because if I didn't, I would have had to change the bed sheets.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Oh,
I'd never miss one on purpose. I know that doesn't change the fact that we missed it, but no.
Oh. I was late, Sterling. I suck too. I'm sorry.
It's in my britches, yeah. Did you see that, Key Fob? Did you check all your emails? That's the only one I had for you. I don't know how to
Put him over there.
switch it to your phone from here from now. I got to cut and paste a link on a cloud, go to my phone, download it on my phone, and then paste it to you. That's the only way I know how to do it to your phone. Which I will try.
well, I've been trying to put a short out every day, but I'm out of material. I'm out.
Yeah.
I got so desperate yesterday. I got out on the bike with my monkey mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monkey mask.
You got to be checking the tailpipes, and then get a big cloud of black on your face and white rings around your eyes, something extreme.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, never look up the tailpipe. I'm usually always filming. I know you are. Yeah, I do too a lot, but just on the bike, I did sitting out on the lake all day. Yes, I deleted everything, unless I'm catching. There's nothing interesting. Except for the geese.
Give me some black baby powder, stick up in the exhaust.
Yeah.
Get down, look at it. Say, all right, fire it up.
You see,
I could get up and fire it up and blow it old black powder. Then I could put it on my face, like I have my sunglasses on, go like, oh,
Or you could just leave the white in there and say you're revisiting the 80s,
Yeah.
For fun, not that you ever did any of that. Just
oh Lord.
I've been watching since 9 o'clock for you guys to get on. Yeah, we usually gather up in this little room at 9 o'clock and warm up our warm-uppers and say hi before we actually go live, which is really nice.
Live at 9:30.
Angelique put
What's
out a real good short yesterday. Get a chance on A Claire.
Yeah.
That's her page name, A Claire.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. Our roses are in full bloom here. Every
I love
rose on the
roses.
place is all lit up.
When I moved to Go ahead, Ray.
I was just gonna say the same thing here.
Yeah. It's okay as long as I'm present. Everyone is safe. Yes. Well,
What do you want me to send? What does he want me to send? What does he want? A link? I sent him a
No.
Actually, I didn't send him anything. I didn't do anything.
Link.
can you do it on the phone if you want to? That'd be a lot easier than me trying to
Yeah, I
figure
got
out the way. And I don't know why either his email don't work or whatever, or it just didn't ever showed up.
I don't know. I
'Cause
don't know.
I have it right here. It says it was sent.
I don't
I'm
think I
just
have
double
it.
checking I won't crazy.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I got 3 or 4 of my friends said they come up on some neat bikes. They'll do a little walk around and send it to me, but
yeah.
I ain't seen none yet.
The monkey was great. See, somebody saw it. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
see it yet.
That
Thank you,
title of
Keith.
that song, Moto, was, I think, something about mucho dinero, something with dinero. The last word is a 2-name title. And I didn't have time to change it. That's what they threw in. They translated it to mucho dinero or something like that.
Mucho dinero.
Rico Grande.
James.
Well, I would know it'd be the only Spanish one in there.
Yeah, and it is in public.
It's in your collection, yeah. I'm gonna take a peek, but I'm gonna get these. I can see a lot better. Oh, there it is. Gano dinero.
Yeah, Gano. I said mucho Gano, yeah.
Yeah, that was close. So that's all I had to see.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
It's about a beautiful story about a young Mexican boy down in old Mexico, and he sees YouTube and he begins to dream and fantasize about coming to work for old Mac in America
Oh,
on his ranch.
can you hear it? It's not very loud here.
Not very loud.
I'm trying to see if there's a volume control for it.
Gringo, man.
Y'all can hear it.
It's a gringo, man. It's a mucho hombre.
Are you up yet? Did they put Fob up on the thing? Yeah, there he is.
His mic sucks.
Yeah, I just couldn't see him.
I muted him.
Damn it.
I had it in mariachi, and then people hate mariachi so much. I thought, no, I won't do that to anybody. Have you ever paid a man to entertain maybe a girlfriend or something? You can't get them to go away. If you give them $1, they'll stay all night.
Yeah.
Ándale pronto, get on out of here, amigo.
Yeah. Good morning, James. Go on. Get now. Just keep in mind, only the stupid things you do on YouTube will become viral, so be careful. Yeah. I do a lot of stupid stuff. Never been viral, so stupid stuff is only in my brain, apparently. Woo!
Anyhow, thank you very much, Moto. I just I wanted to bring out the duct tape, see that you're worldwide. The dreams of coming to America is so that when they see the fun that we have here, they go, "Hell, man, I gotta get there."
Mac's got a whole page here, you guys. You gotta come here, give him some likes. I
got 5 or 6 pages.
Yes, you do. But this is the page. I mean, your Suno page.
Yeah.
Just
Moto.
Suno.
Moto.
Yep. I'm getting there. There we are. There you are.
With all of Key Fob's settings off, his mic and speaker ain't freaking out.
Yeah, that's always real squeaky and crappy, won't it? Huh?
Yeah, so
I don't know.
What
are you using, man? I know. What do you have something that does that once in a while? I don't know what it is. Is it just a bad connection or?
I don't know. He turned himself off. I thought he was good, and now he's turning himself off.
Yeah, I've heard him fine on lives once he's on and talking to us. At times where it works just fine.
So
I don't know,
Fob. Unmute yourself for a second. I need to adjust the settings if you're going to be muted.
All right, what you got?
You sound great now.
Turn all of them back on. Let me see if they stay.
The dogs were talking.
Oh. Yeah. You sound great now. All right, Sterling, would you say good morning again to all? Oh, man. I like that when you get up sometimes and you see like it's about sunrise. It ain't even sunrise yet. And look off in the distance, you see a small glow starting and you're ready to go somewhere and start your day. Like, I don't know. It's hard to get motivated. But it would be for me.
I'm hoping 2-4 is having a good start of the day.
Yeah.
He's been having that heart issue.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Did that fire up more than just once? Apparently.
Well, it was so bad that he gave up beer drinking for 2 days already.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to be
That's why I
pretty
thought
serious.
it maybe happened more than once. Yeah. Yeah. Do what you got to do, man. You can live without anything really other than food and water and good times.
And don't forget love. We need love.
Yeah. Well, that's a no-brainer. First ride, I know you know what I was gonna say. First ride on the 125. Ran into Carl and we talked the other day. It was so cool. He wants to come over, but the weather today and tomorrow's bad. Recorded our encounters. The first ride I went to, and the car. Yeah, that was the 95. Your friend. I'm guessing. We saw him on the video when he was riding and ran into possibly Carl. I don't remember names yet. Troll banning over at Wheel Burners. I'm here though. Yeah, I did. I saw that earlier that Wheel Burner was on as well. So he's been doing some morning live things. I can't believe he gets like 4 or 5. I mean, I can believe, but just like 4 or 5, 600 likes when you go to his. Just means that there's just like a ton of people that listen to him, and it's really cool that. I'd be nervous. I'd probably clam up. Wouldn't be talking no more. Just posted the link in comments and choose who I want on. Yeah. Yeah, that might be just a fine idea. That's what I should have did today. I don't even know why I didn't do that, Sterling. I'm just been so like doing it one way. I forget that. Oh, I can just go put it out in the comments. I should have did that, Key Fob. Damn it. Key Fob left. Key Fob, did you take your basketball and go somewhere else? Damn it.
He's mad at his phone.
Yeah. I thought he was okay at the end, after though the background stuff made him sound a little squirrely.
The only reason he was good was because he muted himself. I didn't know he muted himself. I unmuted him and turned all his stuff off and thought that he was perfect.
Yeah.
And he muted himself, so that's why he was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you just pin it then? Put it up at that way somebody can always find it. It's not floating around somewhere. I would say you would just want to pin the so people don't like to get on when they do that. They get on and get in the background and sit there and stare at you and wait when you don't want them up on the stage, or not that I have anybody like that, but I mean I've had that a time or two.
You can kick him from the stage.
Yeah.
I remember how to do that.
Yeah. I do.
I'll do all the dirty work.
No emails in the past 2 hours. That's funny. Maybe I got a bad email.
Turn your phone off, turn it back on.
Yeah.
I have to do that with mine every now and then.
You got to do what?
Turn it off, wait about 5 minutes and turn it back on.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you can try that, do a restart or something.
Yeah.
Hey, I called Fiber Optics yesterday, the company that's putting in the fiber out here. And they looked at my address again. They said, yep, you're scheduled for May. So it's still on.
There.
You.
Oh, for fiber optics. Awesome. Yeah, Father just sent you another one in the subject saying test. So see if that shows report back. Thank you, Brown Chicken. restart your phone every day, almost like your modem, huh? You could probably, depending on, guess how much you use it, but once a week at least. Do you ever restart your modem, Mac?
Every day.
Every day. There, see? Yeah, you do all the preventive maintenance possible.
I turn it off every night and I start it up fresh every day. The phone gets off every night. We never leave the phone on. In fact, sometimes I leave it off for 2 or 3 days. I forget to turn it on.
Ah.
Let it rest.
Well, I don't use it. I have no reason to use it, so I never turn it on.
Yeah. I'll be right back, God. Okay. You are down and in the hotel right now. A little off time. Good morning, 24. We were just talking about you a while ago. I don't know how long you've been here, but let's see. And how far behind I am. Gloria, good morning.
American Uncensored.
Yes, good morning to you too, bro. There we go. Let's see what happened. Come in here and mix up some chaos. Give us some audio, man.
No.
I have everything off.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to restart.
There he is. Mr. Goatee.
Won't you come back over the Balkan?
It's not too bad right now. So far, so good.
He's close to the phone. It doesn't bother. It doesn't do it. But like every once in a while, he'll get like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be making out with your phone the whole time, okay? Can you do that? Can you do that for us? Don't ask Keith Bob, he will.
Close and intimate with your phone.
You got to get it up close and real close and talk to it and hug it a real smooth.
Like a woman now.
There you go.
Make love to your phone.
Nosing around. It's like, hey, look at that.
Yeah.
How many times have you dropped that phone key, Fob?
This one?
Like a million
I
times.
don't know. I got to get.
Never.
This is going to not have for like 2 or 3 years. And it still works. Only dropped it a month ago.
Only.
Only.
Well,
It real far off like off a 20-foot ladder, but you know, just one time.
I think you dropped it right on the speaker, bro.
Oh.
Right on the microphone, baby.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It is funny.
Oh,
He said too much fun. He said too much fun with his mic.
He's had too much fun with his mic and his speaker.
Yeah. How you doing, Jamin?
That sounds like that could be on a watch list or something.
I know, right?
His microphone and his speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. On the blast, on the horn.
Be on a cereal box pretty soon. It said, "Have you seen this microphone liquor in your neighborhood?"
Yeah, all right.
They'll call me a lick.
Beyond the milk carton. Remember what did they used to put on the milk cartons?
Yeah.
Lost
Lost children.
That was a real deal.
Lost and found.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, abuse kids. Yeah.
That was a while ago. We don't have milk cartons really no more, do they?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows how to read anymore. They don't ever read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody.
You know, I gave a lady at the Dairy Queen last week exact change. It took me an extra second. She was, wow. She looked at me in amazement and said, "I've never had anybody give me exact change before." I was like,
Wow.
You didn't count it either. It could have shorted you, but
Yeah, you didn't count it either. Exactly.
you thought about counting. Yeah, that's how rare it is, you know, that you see actual money out there anymore.
Yeah.
Have you seen you on the milk carton? No, we got you right here, man. We got you right here. We got you. I hope I don't ever see you on the milk carton, man. The milk carton, man.
The shadow knows.
Come on.
Oh, a link here. Oh, see, I just checked my phone. And what did you have problems with? Was you in the wrong studio? Sick?
Me? No.
Yeah, you said, I don't know. You just, I just read this.
I didn't see duct tape up there. I only saw moto.
Oh, yeah. I was going through settings and I thought I'd type something new in there. So I put my,
I was all bugged out. I was like, okay.
that's just the name. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you're so I was like, it doesn't
You
say
gotta let somebody know, right?
doesn't say what it usually says. I was like, oh my goodness.
Where's he at?
I was like, someone's doing some effery around here without telling me.
Yeah, I was
Throwing me a curveball.
looking to cancel the thing because it does automatic payment yearly on this whole deal, and yeah. Sorry, that was just
Yeah, I got to mute him.
that was just weird. The yeah. So I guess I got another year. I didn't even want to look at the charges because they're just freaking insane. So
It would disgust you if you.
I was going. Yeah, I wanted to cancel this like for a week or so and just do the regular thing and try it out without all the.
Well,
You know,
why don't you do this? Why don't you call them and start being like, I think my thing automatically resubscribed, and I have.
I think
I play stupid. Just play stupid.
I don't have to play stupid. I am.
Just act
It's
natural.
really expensive these days. It's
Yourself.
Groceries are really tight, and your monthly charges are just like $50 or whatever, and it's a lot. And it used to be this amount, and now I'm paying this amount. And I'm sure they'll come back to the original amount you want.
Well, I could cancel it and still get all your stuff back. You can cancel it at any time.
Yeah.
And they'll refund you anyway, so it's really not that big a deal. We'll see if it gets tight towards mortgage time. I'll be like, I could use that back.
They'll cut some dollars off. They have to. I mean, especially if you're a long time customer.
Yeah. I have only paid $180 all last year, which is normally $430 some to have this exact plan. $430 some. I'm just telling you all if you decide to have StreamYard. And it goes for the whole year.
That's
insane. It's very convenient. It's very nice. It's kind of nice for your channel, I guess. It hadn't done nothing leaps and bounds for me, but it's done a great amount of good with getting to know community people, YouTubers and friends now,
Cowboy had a question for you, Moto.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that. I have to go check the mail. The mail usually gets checked almost every day. Sometimes it don't. So I'm not sure. And I don't remember checking it yesterday, but sometimes my son checks it. But no, I don't have a package yet. And if I should, I'll go check today on my way out or now. I can leave now real quick. It says, I got pizza last week. The owner was in the back. His 9-year-old daughter rang me up with more cadence and politeness than I am used to. There's hope.
It's all about how you're raising, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Dude, I was out and about the other day. I think it was yesterday.
I'll be right back.
And I was just like, I was looking at some people that were around. I was at the supermarket with their kids and stuff, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, we are doomed. Doomed. I was like, this is ridiculous. I was like, look at this circus. I was like, what do we have here? I mean, not that I'm a judge or anything, but I was just like, yo, wowee. I was like, my parents would never put up with that. I'd get the back of the hand. My dad would take off his belt in the middle of the supermarket.
Yep.
My daddy could be driving a car and he could still backhand me and me way back there in the back seat. He could hit me anywhere in that back seat.
Hell yeah, he could. He had hand radar.
Oh yeah. Them old knuckles, man, them old hard callous knuckles. You filled them for a little while.
Yeah. I remember running out of my front door and my dad chasing me, and we were running around the house, going through gate and gate and gate and gate. And he just stopped at one of the gates one time. And when I came running through the grate, he just grabbed me.
Gosh.
I was like, damn.
Seriously, if it's not a bill, if it's not a bill or if it's not something important that should be sent to me, why do I got to throw this like every day or two? Amount of
garbage,
wasted paper for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but look at all the trees they cut down to make that paper.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Like a package.
Uh-oh.
I think I got a bite.
Who's got
Uh-oh. I bet you I know what it is.
Yeah.
Where's the drum roll?
Oh, I know, man. I meant to send that copy that too. I don't know if I did. You'd have to hear 900 other weird things before I remembered. I gotta label my buttons. I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
I got so many buttons, they gotta be labeled.
Yeah, push one, would you? Oh, be glad to.
I push enough buttons around here through the day.
Yeah.
And you know what her name is.
Yeah, keep you busy.
It ends in bug.
Yeah.
That is a dull ass blade right there when it rips through stuff and doesn't. I could have used my other one and had better luck.
Hey, keep what you ought to do now at this moment is reach around and try to find you a red rubber ball and put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
You know them S&M people, they always like to put the red rubber ball in them when they mute you.
Yeah, man. It's like when you were a kid. Well,
Stick muted him.
Did he?
He's unmuted. It's almost like he's getting feedback.
Wonder what that is.
I don't know what that is. I think he's got a bad mic or a bad speaker or something.
Yeah.
You don't have anything playing in the background, do you?
Who the hell?
So, in the background's the dogs.
Yeah, there you sounded good for a second.
Cowboy.
Oh, look at there.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
That doesn't go for everybody, sir.
It says the Smyrna Cowboy, an old rider on a spider. Thank you so much. I'm going to send you these two, man. You're so generous. We have the the very identifiable logo there.
Cowboy.
Oh, look at these now. These are a fave. Wow. Wow.
Say wow.
Wow. Yeah. I love tubes, and these are going to be freaking great. This has the bug end in it.
Yep.
And
if the fish don't like that, they don't like me.
And look at how loose these claws are. This is like a craw. This is a good time of year to use this too.
Yeah.
And saute.
Yeah, I put mine on the boat yesterday so I don't forget them. I spent yesterday cleaning the boat up, let it run for a little bit.
There it is. There's the eye.
Yep.
Sometimes they're up front, and then this here will give it a different action too. How it, everything is different. Like Kevin, I think it was like Kevin Van Dam back in the day.
Yeah, she'll be able to pick it up and it'll go down.
Yeah, I used to wad up cotton, and a guy showed me how to do that, and put the juice on there, stick it inside, throw a rattle in there like on the regular tubes.
Yep.
And caught a lot of fish like that. And these are well seasoned up.
Yeah, Cowboy's a good guy.
Zodi Itchy, is it? Zoto Itchy 444. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I
Yeah, I
haven't
just
run
go
across
with that. I don't know how to say the rest of it, but great to see you, bro. Yeah,
I'll just say 444.
he's came on my live.
444 is at the door.
Yeah. Peppy Craws and Tues. Yeah, that's going to be a freaking killer presentation to put out there for the fish. I should have had these yesterday.
Yeah, Monday. Let's see.
Thank you. I got your Addy. I can send a couple stickers and a nice little note. I got a couple good and plenties. I could put a couple of those in. I know. It's almost rude, isn't it, to say stuff like that? I'm just saying I don't have a.
Yeah. Well, Monday morning about daylight on May the 12th. What is all that?
I don't know. When we start talking is when it happens. So I'm just going to mute again. Sorry, bro. There you go. Yeah. When we talk is when it triggers all the oddness. If we're all quiet, we hear nothing out of key fob, which makes me think he has the volume on something else is on and it's being screwy with him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like another page open or something on something. I know you probably don't, but that's why.
If you need to say something, Key Fob, raise your hand and we'll bring the audio back on.
And then we'll shut up. Yeah, we'll try to. Everybody stare at Key Fob the whole time so we don't miss it.
So I'll look at him. Look at them eyes. Oh, look at there.
Give me those
clean his ear. I'm gonna clean his ear.
I've seen that. I've seen that face at the post office before.
Yeah. That's the face.
Oh yeah.
Don't put the head back and forth. That's not a good look. Well above average. Well, yeah. Oh, mercy. Yeah.
We were caught up. Look at that.
Let me see. We got sentiments here too. A nice letter. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're that's why you're on stage.
Oh, I was earlier. I don't need to be no more. We're done. Okay. Yeah, we're done. He says these are the 8 ounce jig, 1/8, and go land a big one. Thanks. Yeah, man. I got like these are from like you guys. I got a bunch of stuff in it. They're all in here. Keep all my stuff that I've gotten. Ooh, how was that?
Sounded like a little taparoo.
Nice. Yeah. You tap it a little. There you go.
Just tap.
Yeah.
You tap.
Yeah. I'm leaving May the 10th. That's Sunday. We're going fishing the whole week, and I want to tie. I probably got 30 rods on the boat, but I'm going to tie one jig on each rod and catch a fish off of each one.
Oh, dude. I keep a GoPro on my chest the whole time.
Yeah, I'm going to take my chest mount and mount my GoPro.
Make sure you get that extra wide on. And what else? Yep. You don't need a whole lot of stuff on. Like I use the 60 frames per second though, because if I catch a fish out there and it does the jump and it looks real cool with the 60 frames, you can get a decent slow-mo or stop and it'll look really cool.
Yeah, I thought I run 1080-60.
Yeah. I used to on my motovlogs, but it really, my computer, I just found out even last night, I used it for a little bit on that fishing thing to make that short, and it was so laggy and crappy. And
what do you run?
Normally 1080 with 30 frames per second.
Oh, okay.
Even 24 sometimes.
Okay.
Which it just sucks for slow motion, and I don't use all that much of it. Sometimes I do. I'm like, why go through the hassle and the pain of doing that? Otherwise, 60 frames would be where I would go.
Yeah.
How you doing, Ray? Ray's Moto Life. You guys had a nice live. I didn't get to listen to all of it, but what I did in the morning was really good. Talking about custom seats and whatever for your Harley versus the, the stock one. I had to buy a stock replacement one. I couldn't afford $600, $700, $800 for something that says Saddlemen, Mustang, what's the one that starts with the Piernelli or whatever?
Yeah.
They're great, probably. I don't know. Some people complain about them still, but I think if I modify the one I have, I might do. That's my best video anyway. Not like that matters, but about the save your ass video on doing my R1 and putting a gel seat in there, and then you put another foam thing over top of it and recover it. And I just showed how I did that, and it got great.
Yeah, I got my alarm clock set for 9 o'clock, just in case if I don't get up. Usually I don't, but
yeah, for what tomorrow that we need to.
Yeah.
Hey Ray, we're under heavy storms right now. It's thunder and lightning. It's pouring. It's been for the last 30 minutes steady coming down. So if this stuff here gets over to you, I think you said around 4 o'clock this evening, it's going to be pretty wet.
Yeah.
I love
Ray,
it.
Well, maybe dissipated time it gets to you, Ray.
Mm-hmm. Question for you, Ray. Do you throw a spinning reel or a bait caster or both?
Both.
Same here.
If I got a real light bait, I throw it on the spinning reel.
Yeah. Or wind.
My crankbaits and my Carolina and Texas rig I throw on a bait caster.
I love bait casters. They're the best, really, for me. But they're the spinning reels definitely play a role, especially with your finesse stuff and pitching. Sometimes is okay if you get your trigger finger right, but the wind knots is what I hate. Getting the wind knots, you got to really keep your line straight all the time because they start twisting, and then you got a mess in your bail. But I'm not a pro, so.
So you say it's storming there, old Mac?
Yeah.
Really pretty heavy right now, yes. A lot of lightning, a lot of thunder in it.
And you got great connection so far.
Well, don't show up on the radar because my radar, that's what it is right at the moment here.
Yeah.
And it's all above you.
Oopsie. It's right heavy. It's heavy on me, right on the top.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. There's George.
It's been for the last 30 minutes.
And Alabama right there, just a little above you.
Yeah, line radar. Oh no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Here I go yelling. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mac. You're right. I apologize. You're above Birmingham. I don't know why I'm thinking you're down south.
All I can tell you is what is happening outside. It's rumbling the old house here. You can feel it. My dogs are that's the reason they were nervous a while ago. I told you.
They're shaking, huh?
Yeah.
The bathroom is their safe room, and they go in there. But what I done is I shut the door, and then the little suckers wanted back in here with me.
Yeah, you're right, old Mac. You're above Birmingham.
Yeah, I'm up in Coleman area.
Yeah. Why was I thinking you're South Alabama?
Because I have a southern accent, sound like I'm from down yonder.
Well, no, it's just some reason I thought you was down around Mobile.
No.
I'm losing it.
Let's see. You use both.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was smearing a cowboy says I use both myself. The spinning and the bait cast has a left-hand retrieve on all my reels. Yeah, me too. I like to have the power for the hook set and the control bringing the fish up to the boat, and then I'll reach in with my left hand or a net, whatever. But I definitely like having my right hand holding the reel. And a lot of other right-handers will use a left hand with the right hand retrieve, and then still cast with your right hand for accuracy. Then you got to switch the damn thing over.
Yeah.
And put it in your other. I was like, I tried that. I do not like it. I just got used to When I bought a bait caster, did it the same way. Makes a difference.
Yeah,
So how you looking?
I hold rod and throw with my left hand. I reel with my
Oh, you throw with your left hand?
and I reel with my right hand.
So you can cast with your left hand?
Yeah.
And you're right-handed?
Yeah.
Kudos, bro. I'd be in the tree. I'd be squirrel hunting all day. I have a hard enough time controlling with my right hand. Except 33 is bulletproof reel. Wow, yeah. I haven't used one like that.
And I got Katie, the zip code 33, and I pulled enough line off and cut it where I stay about 15 foot away from the bank and she can't hit the trees.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because usually she'll wind up in the tree every time.
As long as she can get a big fish that rip out the line and get to the end and tink.
She done what little bit she fishes.
Yeah. You'd rather not have a frustrating day.
Yeah. Well, me, I'd rather not have
Or
one
you,
keep digging her lines out of the
That's what I
tree.
really meant, but it helps her too. You never got the switching part. Yeah, me neither. Like too much work, especially if you're throwing a spinner bait or something, or that's a lot of back and forth. If you're like with a Carolina rig and rolling it down there slow, not too big a deal. I still have your 33s. Use them catfish. Really, I'd have a bird's nest in my bait caster for 3 days. Yeah. I mean, not like I don't get them. But you got to have them set kind of good, like the bearings and like the overspin, and then they got a little tensioner and then a good line. Fluorocarbon can be a little funny on them, but because they spring.
Yeah. I leave mine kind of loose because I don't like how hard it is to reel in.
Yeah.
But I use my thumb as the stop.
It helps. Yeah. You get used to it. Me too. My wife doesn't fish; she catches. I do the rest. That's fair. That's fair. So we haven't caught any fish this year. Been 4 times. I'm going to go out to the river this week if they open it back up. Why do they close the river? Flooding? Yeah. Okay. Adjust the brakes and tension knob. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and that can be something, and then the kind of line you use, and
it all depends.
Yeah, braided line is pretty decent. I'll use braid. 50-pound braid and then add a leader on. I know that's boring talk for most of you. Sorry. I'll stop. Oh. Got to watch the drop. But anyway, I got a motorcycle up on the lift. I don't know if I need to take it down to drop. It's supposed to be, I don't know. Now, no rain till 7. Do you trust that? I could take the R1. I'm a little leery about riding my R1 after having clutch issues and not wanting to go into gear when I get to my destination. I can't put it into neutral anymore. I have to shut it off to put it into neutral.
That's annoying.
You could have a bad pressure plate.
Yeah, because I don't know what that is. When I replaced the clutch, I put a Barnett clutch in it, and I used to have a rattle. I'd hear a noise, and then we told my basket was bad, and it got loose. So I ordered a whole new clutch basket as well. What you got there?
Safety switch.
This is live right now.
Okay, what do you got? Oh, there's. Oh wow, that's live at.
You can see all the water in my yard, and I live on the side of a hill.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you can see it there, but it's coming down pretty good.
Yeah.
I was hoping I'd catch a lightning flash. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, well, stay safe, man. That's all we can say, right?
First thing we know, it'll take the internet out. The first thing, if the weather gets bad here, the first thing it goes is the internet.
A lot of factors, yeah, definitely. definitely can be. Once you get them kind of dialed in and you're used to them, you know what to do. And I leave my stuff alone. I try not to put I don't put too thin a line on them. But
I got a couple of bait.
Yes, 50.
Bait casters I run 10 pounds on.
50-pound braid, Power Pro, good abrasion, very strong. And then I put a leader on the end, like of maybe 20-pound fluorocarbon for the visibility. Most of my lakes that I go in reservoirs are stained. They're not super clear. Some are dark, especially in the rivers, so it don't really matter. But that's good. You get caught on a stump, whatever, you can retrieve your stuff back. You get in weeds, you're not having trouble. That's a good all-around braid. That's for Carolina rig and maybe Texas rigging, stuff like that. You don't always have to have like 50-pound braid on them. A lot of them, I just have 17 to 20-pound mono, or what's that other stuff? Fluorocarbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that stuff is a little wiry because it doesn't hold its memory.
Yeah.
Wants to.
Yeah.
It's a hydraulic slave and master. Is it a hydraulic slave and master? It's cable on the R1. It's cable. And I've tried to adjust it. If I adjust it where it will work, then it'll spin out like in the high revs and won't grab. I won't have no clutch. It'll just want to burn plates. So
I'd still say it could be your pressure plate.
20-pound tops. 20-pound.
Unless your basket got grooves in it. Holding the clutches won't let them release.
Yeah. Well, it didn't always do that. And so whatever's happening has been happening a little over time since I replaced it. And now it seems like it's a little worse. Like hotter. Sophie. Safari Day. I got you. Good morning to you.
Did you?
How are you doing?
What kind of clutch cable?
I bought the OEM one this last time. Remember, I had one break on me, leave me stranded.
I know some of the aftermarket cables will stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got an adjuster right there by the handle, and I have the proper amount of play, but then I tightened it up where there's really no play, and then that helps you pull that clutch cable in even farther so you can shift a little smoother.
Yeah.
But then at the high ends, when you get on it, it will slip. So you got to have the right amount of, that 1/8 inch or so of slop, and I just leave it there and deal with it. I'm just afraid it's going to do something and leave me stranded. I don't like being stranded.
Yeah.
Heard of those rigs? What, the no clue what the Carolina rigs? Man, that's an easy rig to use and a good fish catcher. Key fob. Put about a 1/2 ounce tungsten on there that you can feel everything on the bottom. But if you got a crappy bottom, you don't want to be using one. You got to have a hard bottom.
Yeah, I like Carolina rigs. I buy the Carolina keepers from Bass Pro Shop, the little plastic.
Yeah, a little.
Take a pair of pliers, squeeze them, and run your line through it. Have a leader about that far.
Yeah, they work pretty good.
Yeah.
I do the old traditional, but I have used those and do like them as well. I just don't use them no more. Yeah, the plates are bad. The metal plates that go in between the
clutch plates.
The Dealy Madoohickey, did they get overheated? I was like, I think, and when you buy a new set, you don't get, I don't remember if I got new plates with the Barnett ones. Do they give you new plates usually with a clutch kit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they just gave you the plates that had the actual, friction stuff on it, and then you got metal plates in between each one. I didn't know. You get new ones, you're saying. It's been a while. I don't do clutches every day. It's only rare. So I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, I know on Harley Davidson's, the clutch basket, the steel plates will do that inside, and it'll make grooves on the basket. And
Yeah.
when you pull the clutch in, the
Yep.
clutches won't release because they're in that groove.
Yeah. Right. Now I know what you're talking about. And I put a brand new basket in there too. So it's what you're saying is it's time to go in and inspect some stuff and
I would
maybe
pull it
eliminate
apart and
something.
look at everything.
Yeah. So go order a gasket and then go do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Just pull it apart and inspect everything.
Call Key Fob. He'll come over and guide me.
Maybe try replacing your
Fix his damn
pressure
motor.
plate.
That's what it was. He said, fix my damn motorcycle, he said. Oh, how you doing, Sophie? Hope you're having a good day. We don't see you here very often. I wish I could talk to you more. Says we have slick, muddy bottoms and clay holes. Weeds can be thick. Yeah. Slick, muddy. Yeah, those aren't optimal places to be dragging the bottom, that's for sure. You got to know where you can. When you find hard spots like humps and stuff that don't have that, they're great. Yeah, he says, I'm just new to bikes and stuffs, but how can I make my bike more louder so people can know I'm in the road? That's what I like. That's great too, because
well, depends on what kind of bikes you ride. What kind of bike do you ride?
It's a cafe.
Change the exhaust.
Yeah.
Yeah, or take baffles out. And then if it needs to be retuned again, it might need to be retuned. So you got to find those things out.
I mean,
I don't know what style she has. I think she has a cafe style. I'm not sure.
An R3 Yamaha. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad, huh? I remember the R3. That was freaking cool. I got the R1 and the R3. Like on my R1, I know this would be probably all French to you, but I got different exhaust ends that go on the end, and then I took the catalytic converter out. All that stuff makes it louder, but if you don't know it, right, you don't know what you're doing, which I didn't either. Did a lot of YouTubing.
Yeah.
You got to find out what won't hurt your bike or your engine and to be louder. And R3, I don't know. I imagine I could get loud too. I don't know. Just because it's a little bit smaller, might not get screaming or helpful.
You're better off talking to someone who's familiar with the bike.
Yeah. Yep.
See how much the aftermarket exhausts are. If it's worth getting, maybe you can take the baffle out without hurting it.
Yeah.
Usually you burn up exhaust valves.
Yep.
Well, I run neighbor haters without no baffles in the Road King.
So
now my son's bike, we run a rod down there and knocked a couple holes in the baffles. It really made a big difference.
Sterling, you're supposed to be driving. What are you doing, man?
Walking back from a Walmart.
Welcome in, man.
Walmart. You truck still in the shop?
Yeah. They had to order that rear axle load sensor, and it's not going to get here till tomorrow. So $65 part holding up, $1 million operation.
$1 million operation, yeah. That's why, man.
Hey, Sterling, did you ever figure out how to turn that side light on that Isuzu yesterday?
No, and I meant to look up a video on how to do it. I got the curb light to turn on, but not the light that's on the door. I thought that was crazy. I think it probably just comes on like when it's in gear and you're driving.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to just put it in gear, turn the wheel, and watch the truck drive in circles.
Yeah.
They might have frowned upon that.
Donuts.
Good morning, Robert Lobe from California. How is you, man? Crystal, good morning to you as well. Oh, yeah, if I do that that'll be definitely do that on a live. I get lots of help when I do a live thing, and little things I don't know and think about. Helps you a lot. Get some live help.
I thought you knew everything.
Yeah, right. Freaking know-it-all is a farce. Is all I can say. You know that.
Well, I'm going to unsubscribe if you don't know everything.
That's the joke of the day, man. You should have knew that.
That's great.
Desubscribe. What are all the man? I had a
Desubscribe.
Desubscribe, dislike, disavow, counteract.
Yeah, I had the initials down for a while, and I used to hashtag, and then I kind of forgot doing that.
You ever wonder how many cameras are facing you all the time?
Nope.
Look on the corner of the building behind me.
I don't even think about it. Oh my God! Let's hold on a second.
Look at that.
Those are cameras.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, for all you know, you could be on a YouTube channel somewhere. Don't even know it.
Yeah.
Put you on the blast. Where are you at? What state we in?
St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Oh, you in Minnesota, eh?
Staying in that Holiday Inn there behind me. That's it's like a resort. They've got like 4 pools and hot tubs and like all sorts of crazy stuff in there.
I remember Minnesota, they do that more often, probably up north, and have a pool, because we all wanted to go to a pool, especially in the winter. We'd go to a Holiday Inn just to go swim in the pool.
Yeah,
have a good time in the winter.
Weird thing is, there's a lot of people wearing masks here. I don't know what to think of that.
They
pollen.
It's in the water.
Maybe
it's in the water. Don't drink the water.
Yeah, don't drink the water. They probably support Biden.
Yeah, a lot of fluoride up there.
Yeah, that's your Biden supporters.
Yeah, it's kind of true. But I don't know what's good or bad about any of that. But I'm just, whatever it is, it's.
I always
our kids
riding around the car by themselves, and they're like have the mask on by themselves. Inside.
Yeah, I see it all the time here.
Yeah, our kid would call them sheep.
Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, Sophie, that's a good advice too.
I don't get it.
Keep them on brights, high vis, white helmet.
You're by yourself.
Do a lot of.
Yeah, what are you protecting?
Well, I'm proud to say, and people might disagree with me, I never put a mask on my face. If I went in a place, you got to have a mask. I turn around and leave. Went to Harbor Freight Tools.
Goodbye.
Lady said, you can't come in without putting this mask on. And I happened to look up, and there goes a lady in the back with no mask. I said, hey, she ain't got no mask on. Well, you got to have a mask on. That's where I said, y'all don't need my business.
Nope.
But I never, ever. I even quit going to the doctor. I told her, I said, call me when y'all take down the mask.
Yeah, I would say you could, Sophie, but I would probably not do it, because I don't know. Like, if you start getting into things that you're not, like me, that I don't know about, I mean, I'd have a motorcycle for, and if you need that motorcycle like tomorrow or the next day, you don't want to be going in and jacking up stuff that you don't know how to. I'd say no, really, even to myself.
Oh, heck. YouTube it.
That's how I did my R1, honestly. But I had lots of people around me too that I ride with that told me, no, you got blah blah, and so I kind of had the confidence and knew that the things I was doing was going to be okay ultimately with my motorcycle, and I seen the same stuff on there, so I just went and did this dang thing, and I was good to go. You don't know what kind of resources she has, or peeps that can help her if she gets in a bind, or all that stuff. So I wouldn't give that.
No, when I had mine, I rode with a guy.
Very welcome.
He didn't have no exhaust. He had his pipe turned down. Man, you talking about a loud bike?
Yeah. Hooligan. Burning up valves. That's what they say, and there's 2 schools of thoughts on that, and I've did some research on it, and I'm no expert, but they don't necessarily do that.
Well, my Honda 750 chopper had cut off pipes. I put 90, 100,000, I don't know how many miles I put on, but I put a lot of miles, and that's like Eleanor. I mean, not Eleanor, but Road King. Yeah. I got 70,000 on it. And I put the pipes and pulled the bibles out the same day. Ain't had an issue one.
Yeah. They make that bike loud enough.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My wife said, knock on wood.
Yeah, there's a lot of good reasons to have your bike louder, you know. There's schools of thoughts on that too. Your dryer's going off. And all I'm saying is that you have how many senses out there, you know, sight, visual, your skills, and your noise. And sometimes that, yeah, there's times like if you got people in front of you and you're going 80 miles an hour, yeah, of course, nobody's going to hear your pipes most likely. If you're in the tunnel, they're going to hear you if you're doing 80 miles an hour and you're behind them. So there's like dozens of pros and cons, but the more chances you have of being seen and being heard and being alerted of other people that could possibly run out in front of you, make a pass or change lane or pull out in a parking lot. When you're going through a parking lot, I'm a big advocate of, you don't have to be loud, but just popping your exhaust a little bit. Boom, boom, boom,
Loud
boom.
pipe.
As you're going through, because somebody
Yeah.
backs out in the grocery store or wherever. And if they're hearing you, they're going to see, well, where the hell's that coming from? I'm trying to back out. They're going to look.
Loud,
So that does help.
loud pipe saves lives.
I
That's
had
what
to
I
flip my throttle in the covered bridge the other day. It didn't do much for anybody else, but sure made me feel good.
That's sitting. Then there's that. If it makes you feel good, you got a happy rider out there. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we do this. Have fun.
I know.
Most of
I
us
know.
do.
I know Katie's bike is loud.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got to hear it at Vamps. It's great sounding bike, man. Love it.
Yeah. You can't hear that one coming.
Uh-huh. Not sure why I wasn't subbed, Crystal. Oh yeah. Well, I know. I'm pretty sure I am. We like to keep in contact with people that join up regularly too. Even if
Hey,
you don't have content, sometimes we do that as well.
Don't forget to leave the keys to the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you have a wrench, you know, you're able to drop links and leave links and give suggestions. We'll put up your videos and watch them together and comment and have a good time. And I got to get ready to roll here pretty soon. So just letting you know. It says you're going to be freezing a bunch of eggs because my chickens are in overdrive right now. So brooding chickens. So how do you freeze eggs? I mean, I know how you freeze them, but why and how does that work?
Yeah, what is that?
My entire life of a frozen egg.
I've never known anybody to freeze eggs myself.
No.
It might have been some sarcasm that we don't know about either. That might have been underlying.
Yeah, I thought you could just leave eggs out. Like, why do we even refrigerate them?
Yeah, you don't have to, right? It's like fresher ones like come off the farm and all.
Yeah.
Once you refrigerate them, you got to keep them refrigerated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yes.
But if you don't put them in the refrigerator, they come right out of the nest. Keep them in a basket. They're good for a long time.
Really? Yeah, they're all enclosed and sealed. It's just like, bag of beef jerky.
Can you imagine two old boys a long time ago was out there with their, out hunting on a safari or something, and they see this really weird creature's got feathers over it. Then the creature squats down, squirts something out the back, and they go over and said, I bet this would be good eating with some bacon. Oh, hell, I bet this is going to be good.
That's going to be great.
Somebody
Let's try that.
You just got to keep in mind that millions of people tried stuff they couldn't eat and died.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, pretty much.
Here, just something about the masks up there. Tara says, if you wear makeup, taking a mask on and off once with minor touch-up. If you must wear one, makes sense to wear it in the car, especially if you wear a lot. That's what I think when I see a car driver. That could be.
Yeah.
If it's a man, we know. Well, not always, but just saying.
Yeah.
They're usually not wearing makeup, like the percentage drops.
Oh boy.
I used to love wearing a mask because I could rip some really nasty farts and nobody would see me smile.
Oh man, that's great.
hiding the guilty look. First, you see the eyes squinting, huh?
Oh, man. Everyone's eyes are watering.
No, just deep freezer and a vacuum
He's
sealer.
walking around gagging.
A little lost, Crystal. I'm sorry. I'm tarded. I am tarded.
Oh, God.
She says, nope, just a deep freezer and a vacuum sealer. What am I missing? I'm going to be freezing a bunch of eggs because my chickens are in overdrive right now. So you freeze them. Nope. A deep freezer and a vacuum sealer. Let's see. Let's go down more. We got more in slow speed areas. I rev a little more. Yeah, definitely. An interesting point to make is you need to pay attention to the visual and verbal cues of your children. Well, we should do the same with our bikes. We got to keep you guys safe. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
that's the proper thinking, but
Yeah.
Let's see, Crystal. It says, I got a video you guys could watch. It's a real short one. Should I put it up in the links? Absolutely. We got a little time. I got a few minutes. There it is. Boom. Bam.
Nothing wrong with some promotion.
No, that's what I advocate it. Did I say that right? Is that the right word?
I think
Yeah.
I think it worked pretty well.
Okay.
Damn, it's raining out there.
Get more chickens, I said.
Wow. And those are all
I
her.
hardly have enough eggs for us to eat.
Wow.
Wow.
Freezer, wow.
You know the street value on that's like $1,000.
Yeah, bro.
Well, you got the goods, man.
She's got the lowdown OG.
I think I got a couple too many chickens.
We know who's got the money now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Look
Let's
at
get
them
some
eggs.
chickens, I
Oh,
said.
yeah.
She's got 1 Bitcoin worth of chicken eggs.
Dude, those are nice, man. I'm glad you have that opportunity to do that,
Great.
real.
But does she freeze the eggs in the shell, or does she take them out and freeze them?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, they would crack, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they'll crack if they freeze. It's like,
Oh, there's room in that shell.
Oh, so she must put them in a bowl, then put them in a bag and freeze them.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
There's room. There's room in the
2
shell.
or 3 months.
I'd like to see
Table
that.
life.
Yeah.
They are a little bit of a space inside the shell where they could expand, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll see you
I don't
when you
know.
get home.
So
This way they'll last me a year and a half in the freezer. That's pretty damn awesome. But what do you do when you keep getting stockpiled? Year and a half later, you'd be rotating it. At some point, you're like, you got to give those things away or sell them.
Oh, she
they-
scrambles them up, puts them 4 at a time in a bag.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
should do a little video on that, a little short or something that shows this people like us, like the whole panel really didn't know nothing about a frozen egg. You know,
I thought you would put them in, leave them in the shell.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
Hey, Moto Bum, I got something I'd like for you to try. You may have already done it.
Yeah.
You take a couple of eggs and put them in a sandwich bag and put your cheese and stuff in a sandwich bag in, throw whatever you want in there, and then
Yeah.
mush that bag up really good. Really mush it up really good. Have your boiling water in the pot. Toss it over in the boiling water for about 14, 15 minutes. You just pull the bag out, skin the bag back, and you've got a sandwich. An egg thing about this long, full of cheese, and they scramble. Oh,
All the
it's
goodies.
delicious.
Dude,
Put
that's a
your
way to
sauce
use
or
it
whatever.
without having to use grease and
And
things
you
like
don't
that
have
if
to
you
have
didn't
a
want
fork
to.
or a spoon or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think differently about grease and bacon grease and all that. You were told that it was so bad for you and not to use it and to drain all your stuff. And then
Yeah.
it's just like now when you hear about carnivore stuff and that diet, and then you started listening to different things about that. It was like, I feel much better about the fat content. I used to look for bacon that had no fat on it by the little window that they had, and you got a better deal for your money. But now it's like the reverse. The fat's the flavor, and you want heavy fat. And
I'm almost 85 years old, and I'm going to tell you,
Sure.
I've eaten fat all my life. Fat back, that was a meat we had when
Yep.
I was young in the salt box. We had fat back
Yep.
meat, and fat was everywhere. and we fry everything in bacon grease here, and I'm almost 85, and just think if I had not have ever eaten any of that fat, how old I might have lived.
Yeah, and it has not affected your brain, and the sharpness and the clarity and all that, because the brain's age too, right? And yours is freaking great. Like it's better than mine.
So, Crystal, you can't freeze them in the egg. Is that true? You can't. It won't work. They'll crack. They'll expand and crack.
Yeah, it'd be something to find out, huh? So here in a second, I'll have a video with the vacuum sealer in it. That's awesome. Well, why don't you bring it up to the thing tomorrow?
Yep.
I need to head out and go to work, Crystal. That seems so rude. Were you trying to do it now and then show us now and all that? Because, damn.
Look at Dean. He's work shaming us.
I know. Yeah. They're doing the old. I have to work, guys. I can't stay on Well, hold on a minute. I try never to do that. Unless I need to make somebody feel bad, only if they made me feel bad first. I'm a tit for tatter.
Let's take a poll. Raise your hand if you're gainfully employed.
Gamefully, or
I only see two people that's it's got a paycheck coming in or working.
Yeah, we gotta have a paycheck coming in first, right? Okay. See, we're on like Donkey Kong. Here we go.
Oh, she's got a link. She put a link up over there. I'll have to check it out.
Let's link it up.
So, Crystal, you can't put them in the shell, in the freezer.
Is this it?
I'm never gonna get an answer.
God. I end up spilling these guys just by.
Bam.
Okay.
There she is.
And she put,
We have the sealer.
got a sealer
This
there.
is so cool you did this for us. This is freaking awesome. Now, you might have had it already up, but wait, no, I didn't see it. Got the first
That's
light.
the vacuum seal. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, man. Look at you go. That's weird because it's going to suck up juice and stuff. You have to really I don't know how you did that. Got to have a certain setting on some of those.
That.
And it kept it in the bag, didn't suck it out. Oh, you use a lot of extra.
Suppose I could go.
That's freaking great.
Well, that'll be fine.
That's awesome.
You learn something every day.
All right. So I don't end up spilling the rest. I'm not doing it one-handed.
Crystal, thank you. Thank you. Now that was
Awesome.
super cool.
That is super cool.
You helped up at least 10 or more. We got 9 in here and 6 on. Yeah, close to 20 people today now know something different.
And they'll freeze solid, totally freeze solid, I guess, right?
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah, you can use them while they're thawing out. While you're out out fishing, you can throw them in your cooler, keep your stuff freaking cool, and then come back in and scramble up your defrosted eggs. You're good to go. You see?
Yeah, she scrambles them up before she puts them in the bag.
Yeah. Exactly, but I mean reheat them.
Thaw them out, then put your stuff that you want to add to it, cheese or whatever, and then cook it.
I wonder how that would work if you seasoned them and did the stuff you were talking about, Mac, and then just throw the whole bag till it gets to a certain point in the water, and then release it later or something. I don't know. Have a little. Like a cube.
Yeah, I think they call that sous vide or something like that, where you just cook it in the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you got a good quality plastic bag, that's not going to leach horrible ass toxins, you're good to go. Welcome, you guys. If you set the vacuum seal, yes, right, that's what it doesn't pull all that stuff out of the bag, correct? Yeah, you don't need a heavy, tight seal. Just get the air out, Other things that you want to crush and compact with those vacuum sealers, they got different levels of different sucking levels. I didn't want to say that because I knew I'd get teased.
An omelet in a bag, man, that's an easy way. We learned this in a FEMA class. We had to take it to Red Cross, a FEMA class. They showed us how to survive after the Holocaust and the stuff to do, to how to keep it, and how to where you wouldn't have utensils, so you'd still be able to eat. And
fantastic. I'm excited now. I want to try that. I want to get a vacuum sealer again. I used to have them. Used to have them with the canisters and everything, that you put whatever in there. And then I got lazy. And it laid around, and I didn't use it no more.
This is what your bosses are going to do when you show up late.
Yeah, that's
right across the back.
Hey, I'll be all right. I hate being late. I'm going to show this before I go too, because somebody didn't recognize that dude in the picture up there. That dude. If you've never seen it.
Wow, look at there. That's a guy almost don't even have any hair.
Dude that was a Father's Day, who knows, 13 years ago or more. I don't know, 7.5 pound bass I caught on a top water.
Oh, wait, you're the dude.
I'm the dude.
7.5.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, I know it. That's what I said.
Sure.
7.5. I still got that weigh scale. Got a couple.
Don't
happen very often.
Don't even look like them.
It's a nice top water fish there.
He looks like a California boy.
Thank you, Western Branch.
Mm-hmm.
Now the fun part.
I got my hair cut in the creeper, fixing on a car, and I said, I'm done. I'm done with long hair. Apparently not.
That's why I shaved my balls.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm going kind of baldish on the top. So my family's not helping me. I was there. I had my grandbaby trim my hair. She loves to do things that, she's 10 years old and wants to do stuff like that and paint your nails and whatever. So being trusted to trim your hair was a big deal. And it's the second time she did it. And she took her time, did it all perfect. And I said, well, you can do about 5 cuts if you want, 5 different ones, and style it your own way till we get down to nothing. And nobody would do it. I wouldn't do it.
My first marriage, my ex-wife was studying to be a cosmetologist. Right. And she invited me to go to one of their convention shows. And, and I tell you what, I was the most popular man walking around that show. Because everyone's like, hey, can we do your fingernails? Can we do your toenails? Yeah. Can we cut your hair and stuff?
Don't you love seeing people have a good time and have fun like that? Like that's what I get out of my grandbabies, is like the excitement the first time when she was gonna cut my hair, because it got long hair. Usually everybody protects their hair, and gotta have a certain this and that, and they're all picky, and Grandpa's like, no, man, you do it. And she calling her mom and making sure, because she was by herself. She had to make sure, she remembered to do certain things because she knew she was taught how to do things. And
one thing that's been lost in society is we used to, when the kids were rowdy, we'd give them something to do rather than just, hand them a tablet and say, stare at this.
Exactly. Yeah. Go outside.
Mom would tell me, pick up a shovel and go dig some holes. I'm like, cool.
Exactly. Go outside. Go outside. That was the famous line. Get out of the house. Go outside.
Complain about being bored when you were young, because you're either gonna be told that or you're gonna get put to work.
Yeah. And your mama never allowed any whiners either. She'd say, "You stop that, suck that snot up, boy. I'll give you something to cry about."
I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and then you start cussing like an adult, by accident. And you're like, oh, wow, that's what ivory soap tastes like.
Yeah. Make sure you see it and get it in your teeth.
Yeah.
One of my favorite people in the world is Dennis Prager. And he told us a story about one of his sons coming up and saying, Dad, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. And he looked at his son. He says, you're not bored. You're boring. Go find something.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, you remember that, huh? When you got your first sister's scissors, she said, I guess she gave her sister a cut. Yeah, if she wasn't wanting it and you got in trouble, You know, my mom told me a story about eyelashes used to be a big thing, you know, way back in the day. Remember, they always, you know, like in the 50s and 60s had extra long lashes on purpose all the time, you know? And her sister would get more compliments. And so she ended up taking little scissors and cutting her eyelashes off. You imagine how dangerous that would have been at the time, but that was just a story. Who knows?
Yeah, I was young. Me and my two sisters, we cut each other's hair. My mama beat the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And look how fine and excellent young men we are today because of all that abuse. Here we are.
Back, have I got that wrote down?
It was normal. It's just normal. None of us looked at it like abuse. It was like, no, that's what you get. You do what you do. You get what you get.
Yeah. Hell, it was normal for your teacher to slap your wrist.
You didn't sass to nobody. You didn't sass. Do you guys remember that big puffy hair some girls had in the 90s? I cut a giant chunk out of her sister's bangs while she was sleeping. That's not a good one, man. That's fighting words. Well, you probably just doing it not to be what do you call mean or whatever. You were just like, hey, let's try this out with a scissors. Let's see what it does.
They would use like two cans of hairspray a week.
Well, if you got that much, you can just fluff it over the empty spot, right? He said he had curly hair. Teachers would pull on yours. Yeah. You get an earful too. Remember the ear pull? All right, it's definitely time to go. Love and peace. See you guys tomorrow. We'll catch up.
All right.
An awesome day. Yeah, thanks for contributing. Yeah, thanks for contributing. I won.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for having a wonderful coffee with me, man. It is much greatly appreciated. I think we started the day off right, so just love on your peeps. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your family you love them, and just go out, have the best day you can. Spread it out there. We'll see you again soon. Bye.